following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Демоны кружили надо мной, рассекали тернии Млечные пути, не зная счастья только тот, кто его злого понять не смог.
Red or blue?
It's Wednesday night! And you know what that means! It's time, sick or not, for another recap done by guess fucking who? Someone who didn't know that the Wright brothers completed their first flight in Kitty Hawk, which is in North Carolina! Brandon!
I can't believe you've done this.
One nasty, naughty little child down. 3 good, sweet little children left.
Oh, please don't do that. That's scary.
He does worse than this. So, you guys jeep your way up to the military base, and the team that was going in was Alveric, the player characters, and the bad guy, right? That was it? That was the team?
We hadn't quite decided on that.
Yes, you have. Moving on. Push. Okay, was there anyone else you wanted to take in your 4-seater Jeep?
No.
It was the fact that, like, I don't believe Roxanne was going in because she has no cover to get in there.
Very good.
Did you take any in? Because the plan was also to get some barrels out. So did you take
Yeah, so we were going to
pieces?
wait on the outside, and then she was going to, when the equipment was put outside, when the stolen chemicals or components or whatever he was taking was put outside, she was going to keep an eye on that and then sink it into the ground, and then they were going to grab it through a tunnel.
Does that mean you take Anne for the heavy lifting?
Oh, probably everybody else will be with Roxanne on the outside.
Yeah, 4 of us in here.
Yeah, so it's only scientist, you wrapped around Derek, and did you end up? I don't know.
So we hadn't decided on that.
Yeah, I know we talked about you maybe going invisible, but you weren't sure if you could keep it up for that long or not get in the way.
Or not get away or carry a barrel, yeah. So the choice is I come along or Anne comes along with it.
What? Oh, right, the chemicals.
Chemicals.
Stuff that you need.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you took Anne along, it would basically be just for her strength. Whereas, like, the two of you should be able to handle a barrel.
Or 2.
We said it was only a few kilos of this stuff. Well, gallons was actually the term we used, so...
Which could be a few kilos, or...
1/100th of a football field.
No, it's...
No, because it's weight.
1/56th of a football field.
I've got converting football fields by weight now.
Yes. All measurements are in football fields.
I really... I was going to do a thing this season where I had converted every measurement we could possibly use into football fields. And I was going to give every measurement in football fields. But then I realised that would just go way past the joke, so I just didn't do it. But I occasionally still have a lot of this information. Anyway.
Yeah, so for the most part, this is, because Brendan's not here, this is going to be a bit of a solo album effort.
Fine by me. At least the scientist person that no one has even bothered finding out the name of, into the military base, and you're all stopped by a bunch of security soldiers there. And you can see in the dark there's big floodlights are set up on temporary looking, what's the word, frames? Scaffolds?
Scaffold.
For temporary scaffold set up with big floodlights pointing down into something beyond the tents. They've got those white tents that are inner lit, so you know it's all like, ooh, this is science-y. It's not camouflaged at all, which, given that this is the age before satellite imagery was really a thing, or a thing at all, really, then this is fine. Who could possibly see these from a distance over there on that mountain, or on that bluff way over there? No one, that's who.
Well, you can hear the bombers coming. To enter stealth mode is just...
The saucer is sitting just beyond that far tent there, or at least it sort of looks like it a bit. They've done a commendable job repairing it, you can perceive. Derek says something like, "Holy shit, that's that saucer we tried to destroy." He says this, Brendan. He does. Did you want me to make a check? Natural 1. The other soldier's like, "What? Oh, now I'm highly suspicious of all of this." Nine.
Am I allowed to mannequin Derek with like the, hey, that's just something.
I mean, you can, but I will be able to determine if I can see that if you want.
Oh, that's a really good. I rolled an 8 on the die.
So, yeah. Maybe.
I just ignore him. I am rushed quickly now.
The soldier gives you all a suspicious look as though the video game has added some hidden flags to your stealth meter. And you proceed inside the base.
What do you think you're doing, you idiot?
What? That's the saucer we tried to blow up.
All I've got going in my head is that Three Stooges.
And so, with the 1950s-esque music theremoning in your head, you proceed over to a tent he leads you to. He's like,
This is the science tent.
you walk inside, there's just a bunch of soldiers around like a tactical map and some filing cabinets and that, and They all look up. My mistake. Wrong tent.
Make Derek.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So Alvin makes him salute with the correct arm, but then he salutes with the wrong arm himself.
I'll pinch Derek.
Add some extra flags. Yeah. Stop pinching my ass.
Can't respond.
There. Must have moved things around. This is very strange.
Elven face probably appearing on the uniform, but ensuring they're out of hearing range, and it's just going to be like
Perception check.
18 on the die.
You don't think you see anyone within hearing range.
It's going to be like. So what now?
There must be one of these tents. We'll just check them all in sequence. There must be the next largest one there. Unless they've already moved all the equipment out by the saucer.
Let's save that for last.
This could be bad.
Meanwhile, in the hole Roxanne is tunneling.
I mean,
The awkward silence between Bonnie and Roxanne grows so thick you could cut it with a tennis ball. That's pretty thick.
She needs to listen to hear the thumping, so I'm not saying anything because I'm trying to keep quiet so she can do her perceptions.
That's a good point. Do her perceptions. The much lesser known Pearl Jam song. See that house? See that tree? See that old man with shaky knees?
it's a good thing they haven't actually made a signal yet, because I would have missed it either way. Although I rolled a 1, whether you want to resolve that as I misinterpreted something else as
Yes.
the signal.
You definitely hear their signal.
Roxanne is busy slaving away for the bed. Nobody knows that.
You definitely hear a signal that is very much definitely Alvin. Someone is singing that song and making thumping noise like with a shovel or something in the ground over there, and you wing the tunnel that way.
Okay.
There's definitely where you need to go.
This way. I heard the signal when Alvin's terrible singing.
Oof.
Okay.
Hey, Roxanne's a singer. She's allowed to criticize your singing.
Well, she says she's a singer.
Meanwhile, so you go through a lot of the tents. There's some tempting documents left unguarded if anyone wanted to snaffle them up. That'd be a thing they could do with a minor check. But Derek is too busy being distracted by some of the motorcycles and pictures of motorcycles and ladies.
We're steering Derek towards important documentation and finding out what's going on.
What's going on?
So he'll look like one of these the mannequins on the
Yeah. He is Team America.
Oh God!
Okay, there is a file folder on a desk, unguarded. The desk appears to be general hits. Are you taking the folder, Alvin?
As long as there's nobody there watching it, yes.
Make a stealth check or sleight of hand if you have it.
Ooh,
Or, of course, any similar skill you think would be
no,
appropriate.
I don't think I took sleight of hand because you rolled that with like a.
Derek is going to roll an
trick.
assist check. And he passes that, so you have a +2.
And stealth, you say? Right, so that is 18 and 16. 32?
Oh, can you not get another 3 points?
Yep.
Wait, 18
Maybe.
and
If I rolled a natural 20, I could.
It's more than 32.
18 and 16 is.
Because 2 16 is
34.
32. Yeah.
Well, I reported a 32, so it's merely a 32, but apparently it actually was higher.
Well, I needed 5. That's what I needed, was 5. You can get these, whether or not you can actually read them now is an entirely different matter.
Well, it depends. If there's anyone there to... Wait, Derek can just be standing by the thing, and I could, like, tendril off to read.
Yes.
Using him like a block. And then I will read for the benefit of your audience.
Okay. Brandon, I hope you're listening. He's going to a lot of trouble to read this for you. And only you.
General Anton Hitt, United States Army Corps, redacted, NV. Eyes only, most secret, code word clearance. Project Blue Sheet, 11/1/1963. General, I cannot express enough how inadvisable this test is. We barely understand this technology. It was badly damaged. Yes, we have managed to make it work in laboratory conditions, but we have to understand no understanding of how it works. We need more time, General. Dr. Ever Derricott?
Evere Derricott.
Dr. Revere Derricott, United States Army, redacted, NV. Eyes only, most secret code word clearance. Project Blue Sheet. Doctor, your concerns are treasonous. We need this weapon to defeat the Russian threat. This test is exactly needed. This is a test to see what needs working on. Make it go or you're out. General Hitt. Make it go. He's very nearly Picard. He's very nearly Picard.
Make it go.
Make it go.
General Anton Hitt, United States Army Navy. General, I have reliable reports that several Russian spies are going to try and steal the alien saucer. They are clever, wily, and want nothing more than to see America fall. They are expert liars and can persuade people with their mutant gift. Their names are not real, but I will list them. Lex Masterton, son of a wealthy businessman, turned against America in college. Alvin Olay.
Olay!
If it is a C, the C bits are combined. A Negro that can change his shape and impersonate people and squeeze through any gap. Hates America, wants to overthrow white people. Derek Strong, an OSF communist, makes invisible objects out of nothing, can be goaded into fights, has attacked and killed...
Hey, I can't! I'm not a communist! What are you talking about? Oh, you're reading it silently. Never mind.
Has attacked and killed several police officers in the past. And Somerset, a massive Russian woman, in quotation marks, capable of becoming hard as steel, immune to gunfire. Bronwyn Bradford, a white-haired harlot straight out of Leningrad spy school, can be tripped up with American trivia, generates light. Jennifer Jenkins, an ordinary girl, brainwashed into be a communist sleeper agent, the perfect subject for your mutate project giant. Roxanne Emery, another unfeminine wench. Mental damage from Russian living conditions might make her susceptible to turning on her masters if you convince her that the army needs it done. Very pro-army, might be confusable. She can tunnel straight through ground and make it move at her whim. They will appear young and they will try to stop Project Blue Sheet and steal the saucer. General Anton Hitt, United States Army, Project Blue Sheet. General, I have completely read all the documentation you sent me and have compared it to our footage. This saucer you've had for a while does not match the alien craft we saw on Gemini. This vessel is damaged, but even with the unusual compression from the ground, and even with the bits missing, I'm certain this is not the same design. It's not even the same color. That being said, if you have got it working, it's very interested in witnessing the test flight. Even if you haven't, anything we can learn about how aliens deal with space travel will only help our efforts. Thomas Fury, Major, USAF.
You're going to ask the scientist, wasn't
For
it?
a moment there I thought, this is clearly not the same spaceship. This crashed one is damaged. That was the real
What in space we saw was rounder.
Didn't have all this wreckage around.
It's not even spinning! No doubt I've made the conspiracy theory part of someone's brain fire off. Stephen. Brendan.
Okay, so Alvin is going to go, oh hey, Dr. Revere, what's our next step?
What?
No, nothing. Clearly I made assumptions.
I can't find it, but there's only one tent left. We might as well check there.
And return folder.
Well, okay, yeah, you guys are tunneling in. You're going to get captured. That's fine. You guys get to the next tent, and oh look, there's drums and drums of stuff and weird science things. And he's like, let's see, we're going to want this drum, want that one, and
Now we will make use of Derek's
these
specialty.
parts, punk. And where is it? Ah, this little case here. We must be very careful with that.
Gotcha. Drag. Everything's in a nice wee pile of stuff on top of it, and then just stomp out. We are the champions on the ground.
Alright, so, back to Roxanne and Co. Because I don't know who else is with you. I think it's just Bonnie, isn't it?
Well, because we couldn't fit any more people on the Jeep, I believe.
Yep.
So
Right, and you tunnel up to where the singing obnoxiousness is coming from. And you encounter chicken wire.
across, like
Yep.
flat across the.
Buried in the ground. Almost like someone warned someone about a tunneling person.
What's this doing here? Just
Half expected Bonnie to just say, appears to be sitting there.
That's odd. That's not normal procedure, is it?
no. I mean, unless they got gophers around here or something.
Which they probably do.
Yeah, I believe they're playing Skyrim again.
You might have to find somewhere else.
Go further in.
Yeah, I'm going. Roxanne's basically going to go deeper, and then but just keep when she's tunneling, just keep that layer of chicken wire at the ceiling so that she can follow it and see if it ends at any point.
Oh, eventually it ends, but you think you'll go way past the base.
Okay. Stay back. I'm gonna emerge. So if I get caught, just
How far from the ground level are you?
can't be too far.
Maybe a yard? The chicken wire would be maybe a yard down, since you have ground sense.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one for free. Since Derek's not here.
About a yard up to the surface. This would have taken a lot of effort to
Bury this
bury
through the
that
hole.
much through the whole base.
4 days. It took 4 days to do.
Probably could have gone to the surface and cut through the fence.
That's the thing, a pair of wire cutters and this isn't a problem. This is a
thing is,
very
if we
shitty
can-
defense,
if we
unless
can-
it's electrified.
I was going to say, if we can get above it, we could still bury... Because if it's a yard tall, we could still bury above
How
the...
tall do you think a yard is?
Isn't a yard like about...
It's just under 2 meters?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so you mean like... Oh, so you're touching it.
Well, touch the dagger first.
Zap!
Oh!
Tingle,
What
tingle.
happened?
It's electrified.
Because why wouldn't I?
I know, because I would have.
I would have thought it would be grounded by all the ground.
This is a comic book setting. And I'm specifically actually lifting this from an issue of... Fuck, was it X-Men or was it Captain America? I think it was X-Men.
It could be all insulated, and I just cut through the insulation into the wire.
A very thin resin. There you go.
Yep.
But yes, I'm going to pop up where after the wire ends and then pop up and try and... do a
You're
perception
outside
check.
of the base.
Okay, I don't even need to. Okay, then.
I guarantee that if you actually do find an empty spot in the middle of the base, that'd be a trap.
Are you saying that as Bonnie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, okay, so we've got the surface, we've got a yard down, and then we've got the wire. So I just need to loop up around... No, because they've probably got something else that's stopping...
Why wouldn't you put a couple of layers?
Time.
But no, they'll also have something like probably vertical. They probably got it like a box. There probably isn't a gap. It's probably also electrified.
Roxanne suddenly puts herself under pressure, realizing that if they were signaling, then that must mean that time might be a factor. They could be discovered at any point. She doesn't have all day to think about this.
I need a way to get through that wire, that fence. I didn't bring any wire cutters. Can your daggers cut through it?
Bonnie is looking at him, at Roxanne like, I just tried that.
I'm not talking about the chicken wire underneath. I'm talking about the main around the base itself. Is that going to be fully electrified?
Bonnie signals at Roxanne to touch it.
I ain't touching
Roxanne,
it.
feeling called out,
I ain't touching that.
but then you wanted her to.
No, I don't want
that's-
you to touch it.
That's why I'm the leader.
Okay, hang on. So we'll cut back to Alvin for a few seconds. Have a solution ready when we come back.
Nobody.
So it's been some time, and you're starting to be concerned. Derek says, "It's been some time. I'm starting to be concerned." Does your woman normally take this long to? Right, woman. Never mind. They're always late.
I want to disagree with you because you're kind of an evil bastard and I don't like you, but
I'm not evil. I'm the good guy.
how? You fucked up all of this because you couldn't think to buy an almanac.
One little mistake. Just one didn't buy an almanac. One marched into the Rhineland.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Shut up and dance, Derek.
Okay.
With the tapping.
Oh,
That's why it's got the hands going.
No, Roxanne, I'm going to steal a bike and zoom out of here if you don't come soon. Meanwhile, Roxanne has a solution, and she says it now.
I have several ideas. The first one is to create a spike of rock that just shuts up into that chicken wire with such force that it just breaks a hole in it anyway.
Okay, you do this thing. Go ahead, roll your power. Are you still providing light, by the way? On the surface?
Oh, no, not on the surface, no.
Okay. I thought I would check.
No.
You sound a
That's
kid
better.
rolling poorly.
22.
Oh, I needed 15.
I'm sorry. I mean, I rolled 14, so...
You begin to understand what I mean by the DCs are going to be, like, for the other campaign that is not this one, it's just going to be, like, double. Just all the DCs just going up. Right, yeah, you create a big spire of rock which deforms the fence with a huge shrieking noise, and the... Wait, did you mean the external fence or the underfloor
I
chicken
meant the
wire?
underfloor chicken
Okay.
wire, so that's
Right.
just spiking up and...
That's not a problem. You can easily rip that. The tensile strength of the metal is apparently much less than your spike of rock. You breach the chicken wire. Now, but you did, because I'm gonna embody Tim for a bit. You did over succeed, which means your spikes up through the ground in an unintended consequence. Because we're not rolling success, we're rolling raw power for no good reason.
Yes. Also, for clarification, I am doing this inside the base, not outside, because doing it at the outside would be pointless.
The chicken wire does not extend beyond
That's
the
what I
perimeter.
thought. I'm just making sure.
Okay, so you're just doing this somewhere in the base, anywhere.
Towards the edge of the fence, so we
Okay.
go back in a
Right,
little bit.
Yep, you do this.
Yeah.
There's no problem. It just goes
That way, if
and
it
then
makes
when you
noise,
pull the spike back down, it's just like, and there's a hole
Yeah.
about, say, person-sized.
and then I just tunnel back up and then go along above the chicken wire.
You're
Between
gonna
the ground layer and the
you guys are
chicken
going to
wire.
have to like crouch down
Yeah, so it's going to be more. I'm going to be more of a crawl. It's more of a crawl
You okay
space.
with this,
less of a
Bonnie?
less of a walk space.
I'm fine with the tight space. That's not the problem.
Well, you're from a vault, so tight spaces.
Tight asses. I mean, of course, space.
Everyone is parsimonious.
Fine.
Okay.
And then.
So you're tunneling towards where you found that
where
signal.
we thought the first noise was.
Okay, and then you tunnel up.
Is the noise still going?
Yes.
Do you hear something else?
No, she doesn't. So you tunnel up and
Going towards
make
the
a listen check.
Alright.
Got to get our bearings
Or a
again.
power-based listen check. Oh, 19 on the die. I think that's enough.
You hear two people singing the same song in two different locations. Both of them sound black. Both of them only seem to know the first verse. What do you do,
And
Team Woman?
One of them.
No. Because Alvin might be singing, but he got Derek to dance, and white men can't dance. So there you go.
Derek actually can.
Okay, is any of them got a thumping noise that's going along with it?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
The only difference is we're stamping out "We Are the Champions."
That boom, 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 and the other one is going like boom, boom, boom. But it's a shovel.
Oh, I can tell it's a shovel.
It's got a sharper sound. Like,
I suppose.
how about an intelligence
I'm
check?
gonna, okay, that works too. I was going to say, for the purpose of fairness, I'll do odds and evens and see which one I go with. But I'll
Actually,
do an
make it
intelligence.
awareness.
Awareness. Just pure awareness.
Ooh, awareness
So
is
10?
wisdom.
Because it's just what I rolled, so it's. Which I know is right in the middle on the die, so that doesn't really help. If you're looking for.
You pick one and head off towards it.
Okay.
You tunnel up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Well, up to here, like.
okay. So you tunnel up right under where you heard the noise.
Well, slightly aside from it, because you never want to tunnel up right under it. You always
we-
want to be like a few feet away.
Yeah, you don't want to get shoveled.
You want to be you want to be about 1/8 of a football field away.
1/8.
No, 100. Like, yeah. Not
1/8 of a football field is a
that's
fairly
that's
large
long way.
distance.
Sorry, yeah.
Hey, you tunnel up. You see like a bunch of soldiers that appear to be digging like big holes in the ground. Holes in the ground right there.
Okay.
And there's a big black guy. He's like, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows
back and
my
cover up.
sorrow.
Cover up the thing before anyone sees me, and then go back to the other one.
Stealth check. Oh, come on!
22.
You can't.
I am a cunt.
Right, okay. Eventually, Roxanne breaks through into the tent, dislodging numerous barrels, which clang around loudly.
Ow! Who put these here?
We did.
Okay.
I am Derek. Power punch from those action figures of DC characters you could get when you squeeze their legs together and they made this generic punch thing. I've got one of them over there. I could get it and do it if you really want a demonstration.
I'm fine, I remember those.
They still work, but they're really loose.
Yeah.
Like Roxanne.
Mum.
Okay, Roxanne, here's your huge
Jerk
pile
in,
of barrels
truck.
and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, now you got to get these out through the tiny little narrow tunnel you made. You've made life hard for you.
How big are the barrels?
They're like oil drums.
Well, that's easy. We'll put them on their side so that they're.
Slosh.
Yeah.
Rolling for not sealed properly.
Okay.
You get splashed with a chemical that soaks into your skin.
Ah! Wait, I don't know how does it react? I should ask before reacting myself. Like, what does it feel like when it touches my skin? Does it just feel wet, or does there a
Feels
burning
wet,
sensation?
Yeah, feels
okay.
wet.
Okay. I got it on me.
Or don't mix them all up into time fluid.
Doc, is this okay?
It should be fine. Just don't spill anything else on the exposed area.
We mean anything else.
I mean anything else. The MSO allows permeation of anything.
Is there somewhere I can wash this off in here?
Oh, yes, the military bathrooms are right over there. I'm sure you'll blend right in.
Maybe they're not being used.
Uh.
I can deal with this later. Let's just get these out of here.
Seal.
Oh, adorable. Wait, hang on a minute. Seal.
Guess by a rose in the cheek.
No. I'm fairly sure. Isn't that actually the Italian word for... No. Anyway. Okay, yeah, you put the barrels in there and Bonnie has to haul them along the little narrow tunnel, which has no reinforcements in the upper level, so if anyone walks along this very close to the surface tunnel, it could have a oopsie poopsie, Sergeant Schultz is a lot fatter than we thought he was moment. Clink, what is this man doing here?
So that happens?
A soldier falls into your tunnel. What the hell? Mole people!
Stab.
Stabbing him.
Oh, great. So you've just...
Attack check.
Knocking him out, not killing him.
Attack check? You still have to hit him.
No.
She's Bonnie, not Nikita.
This is fantastic. This is basically the plotline of Tremors.